Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Talking Cardboard. My name is Corey, and in this stream I am doing something a little bit different. I am playing Dune Imperium Online with the Rise of X expansion, and this is my first time streaming an online board game. So leave comments below if you like this format and if you like what you are seeing here, and I will be sure to make more content like this. What you'll normally see on the Talking Cardboard YouTube channel are board game reviews and top 10 lists. So this is something a little bit different, but like I said, yeah, if you enjoy the content, make sure you thumbs this up. And again, if you like board game reviews or top 10 lists or that sort of video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. So here we go. Starting off, I'm playing two medium AI bots and myself, so a 3-player game of Dune Imperium with the Rise of X expansion, and I need to choose my leader. So we've got Issa Kaz or Viscount Handro Moritani. All right, at the start of the game, look at the top 2 cards of the Intrigue deck, keep one and put the other at the back of the top. Or couriers, I can spend a spice to do a shipping action, which is pretty neat as well. Or Issa Akaz, one step ahead. Round start. Set aside a card from your hand. At the start of your second turn in a round, reveal that card and return it to your hand. If I use that card to send an agent this turn, if it's exactly one agent icon, I get a spice. Otherwise, I get a Solari, which is the money in this game. And then my signet ring is Guild Contacts. Spend 1 Solari to get a fold space card, which has all of the wild spaces on it to pretty much go anywhere on the board, so that's very strong. Both of these seem good. I think I will go ahead and be Issa Akaz and give that a shot. So, all right, so right away, the first conflict is a skirmish, and first place gets a victory point. Second place, intrigue card to Solari. There is no third place reward because we are playing a 3-player game, so just the top 2 players in each skirmish get a reward. All right, I need to choose a card to set aside, and if I use it, I get a benefit from it. Let's go ahead and just set aside the reconnaissance here and see what happens. All right, so immediately they are getting another troop to their garrison, the Archduke Akaz. And see how we want to start here. So in the Rise of X, or with the Rise of X expansion, it's very important to go up on the Fremen track and also on the Spacing Guild. I believe it's called the Spacing Guild track, the red track here, because it unlocks interstellar shipping, whereas the Fremen track, when we get up to 2 intrigue, with the Fremen track, you get to unlock the Siege Tabar. So those are both 2 important tracks we want to go up, and I see Duke Leto Atreides already taking advantage of that. So we start off with 1 water, which is good. Victory point is very good as well. I don't think we necessarily have to go after the victory point right away. So, but second place, at least second place would be very nice to go after here. So deploy some units. Let's at least deploy 2 units in there to have a shot at it. And no swords, no sword icons in my reveal cards yet, so won't be adding any attack to that at the moment. Let's see what we can pull off here, though. Okay, so Archduke Akaz, already up to 8 attack. I don't think we're getting first place in this, which is fine. If I do send to a board space, I get something out of this card here, which is great. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll draw a card there. Deploy more units. No, thank you. And we'll end our turn with that. Okay. So Archduke is up to 10 attack. I'm at 4. And Duke Leto Atreides is at 0 attack. So shouldn't have any problem taking second place in this skirmish. And I've got 4 intrigue to purchase a new card to my deck. And all these are interesting. I think we're going to go aggressive this game and get the Gunthopter. All right, moving on to the next turn here. All right, so we do take second place in the skirmish. Gets us an intrigue card and 2 Solari, which is fine. And we'll move on from there. All right, next one, going after a VP here again, or 4 Solari. Card you play this turn has the following icons. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. So maybe we will set set the dagger aside for now. Okay. Force spice would be great. We need more water for that. Definitely want to get up higher on the Fremen track here, because if I get to level 2, like I said, I unlock the Siege Tabar space, which gets you a troop, water, and as a combat space, we can send troops into the conflict. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, deploy units. I think we will this time. We'll just go for it. And end our turn. And if we can get ourselves up 2 water, then that will unlock the Great Flat space for us next turn. If nobody takes that, the spice will really build up and we'll be able to snatch that. Looks like Archduke has 2 water, so he might be looking to take that as well. Ooh, the next card I play has all of those icons, which is nice. I really want to be able to unlock the interstellar shipping, so I might look at doing that here in a turn soon. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and play that. We'll give the dagger all the icons. Okay. We want to be able to send more troops in here because I think we want to win this conflict. So we'll go ahead and do that and deploy some more units. Hopefully that's enough. Let's just put it in a couple. Save a couple for a future round, future turn. Okay. No more agents left to send out, so I do have to reveal my hand and see what we get at the bottom. So we have a total of 5 influence to purchase a card with a cost up to 5. Which is pretty powerful. I haven't looked at the technologies yet. Ooh, when you win a conflict, you get an extra water, flagship. Okay, so techs are pretty expensive at the moment for what I would want. So I think we'll just go ahead and purchase the satellite ban. Okay. Alright, we win the conflict, take first place for a victory point. Alright, next skirmish is 2 shipping and a troop to the garrison, or an intrigue card with water for second place. A pretty good card, not too bad. And we're in the lead with 2 victory points to 0 to 1. And set a card aside. Let's see, I think for sure we're going to want to use the Gunthopter this round. Spend a Solari to get a folded space would be really good. And I do have my flag on the Arrakis space for an extra Solari, which would be nice. Get us up to 8 for a Swordmaster or 5 for a seat on the High Council. Both of those spots are good, so Solari is definitely a good option, but I want to get up higher on that as well. Can't do that at the moment. Okay, so maybe alright, let's draw another card, taking another Solari because I own the space. Yeah, let's pay a coin for a folded space. Draw a card. And deploy some units. Now let's just go with 1 for now. See how it unfolds here. And end our turn. Okay. Okay. Archduke is testing. Okay, my turn. Definitely want to use Gunthopter. Or do we? Shoot. Actually, probably would have been better to save Gunthopter for the reveal, so that's my fault. I don't have any water, so I can't get that huge thing of spice. But let's go ahead and go to this space for some more water. Why not? Maybe deploy a couple more troops just to ensure that we win this. It would be nice to get the shipping and end the turn there. Okay. As you can see on the shipping track here, any of these shipping symbols that you see up in the right top hand part of the board here, those allow you to go up and down this track, and as you can see, there's a bunch of bonuses that I'll go over in a second. I have no agents left, so I do have to use my reveal turn here. Up to 7 attack to Archduke's 2, which is good. 4 influence to buy a card. Bounty Hunter's pretty nice. Yeah, I think Firm Grip is pretty powerful to go up on more of those faction tracks, so we'll try that out. Okay. We'll be taking the reveal turns. Hopefully I can pull a first place in the skirmish, get more shipping, that'd be nice. It would be 2 shipping, so I could go up and then immediately back down on the track, and I'm going to go after that 5 Solari there, give it all the other players 1, but 5 Solari so I can at least get enough to get my Swordmaster for that 3rd agent. Currently at 4 Solari, that would put me up to 9, so I'm hoping to win this skirmish here. It looks like everybody passed, so I will. Alright. Alright, first place there, garrison a troop, 2 shipping, and I will recall to take. Confirm that. Recall to take the 5 Solari. Alright, a bunch of Solari up for grabs now. Don't really care about that at the moment. Alright, I think Folded Space is going to get the honors of my ability. Would be nice, but I think we're just going to go and get our Swordmaster with the dagger if nobody takes that spot. Okay, that was a powerful move by the Duke. Get a bunch of spice, so now he's got enough spice to go to the Highliner spot, which is very strong for attacking. But let's just go ahead and get our Swordmaster early game, see if that helps us out. Folded space card. Okay. Alright. Folded space. Definitely want to use that. Do we care about the Solari? Not a ton. This round. It'd be nice to get more water, though, that's for sure. Satellite band would also get me water. Oh boy. What do we want to do here? More money would be nice as well. And the players keep taking that fold space spot, so it's hard to get to unlock the interstellar shipping at the moment. So let's just go ahead and take some more water. Might not be a bad idea just to get a troop into the conflict to try to at least take 2nd if we could. Get 4 Solari, that's pretty powerful. Get us up to enough to unlock a seat on the High Council. That would be nice. So let's just go ahead and deploy 1 troop, see what happens there. End our turn. Have 1 agent left because I unlocked my Swordmaster. Okay. Alright, acquiring for more skill points to purchase cards. Okay. 3 spice is not bad. After that, we're at 2. 2 is 4. That's not bad either. Another water there would be helpful. Just start going up on some of these tracks. Solari doesn't sound like a bad option either. But I'm going to get, if I take second, get 4 Solari there, which is great. Be nice to garrison some more troops. Can't do that either, though. Alright. Alright, let's get an intrigue card while we can. Go up on the purple track. And the intrigue card we got. Ooh, the Sleeper Must Awaken. 4 spice for a victory point. That's a good card. Okay, end our turn here. And back to me. Nobody else had agents left, so it's right back to me. I don't have agents left now, so I have to reveal. And I have 4 influence to buy a card with. And ooh, just by revealing I get a water with him. That's good. Okay. Go ahead and take that, end our turn. And see how this conflict shakes out here. Looks like we're going to get second for 4 Solari, just what we needed. Perfect. Okay. Good. Okay, the Mentat, Intrigue card, and 2 Solari, or an Intrigue and 2 Solari. I like first or second place with this card. Not too worried about that. I think we'll for sure want to use Diplomacy right away, though, so I don't want to put that one away quite yet. We'll put Dune the Desert Planet away, because I plan on going to the Haga Basin if I can. And for sure want to take Folded Space right away. I need to start going up on that track to unlock the interstellar shipping. And end our turn there. I really like Haga Basin. For 1 water, it's up to 4 spice at the moment, so I hope nobody takes that spot so I can get 4 spice at a good cost, only 1 water, so definitely good value with that. And we're falling behind on victory points now. Archduke with 4, Duke with 1, and myself with 3 victory points. So definitely need to keep on the race. If you don't know already, to win Dune Imperium, you have to get up to 10 victory points. As soon as somebody gets to 10 victory points, that signifies the last round of the game, and whoever ends up with the most victory points wins. So it's definitely a race to 10 points. But then ultimately, whoever ends up with the most, because there are intrigue cards and other things that allow you to gain more victory points than 10, whoever ends up with the most VPs at the end wins the game. So let's use Dune the Desert Planet, get some 4 spice. And it looks like it gave us another one because of my special ability. Deploy units. Okay, so there's 2 attack in there at the moment. Yeah, let's put my unit in there. We'll fight for at least second. And end our turn. Okay. Don't want to use the Sleeper Must Awaken quite yet. That's pretty expensive for a victory point, but it might be a late game sleeper that we can use to either end the game or push us ahead to take first. Okay, back to me. I still have an agent left. Alright, well, all we've got is green locations to go to. Alright, 3 money. I know we wanted that. Mentat would be nice, because then we could get both of those. What are we looking at for technologies? Ooh, our artillery is good. So maybe we'll try to pull that out. We'll go get the Mentat on another card, and then maybe go to the smuggling spot if we can swing it. Oh, that's such a nice card there too. Okay, end our turn. Signet Ring can spend a Solari to get a folded space, which is great. Might end up using that. The Dagger has a sword at the bottom, so that add +1 attack to the fight, which might be helpful to take first place. So I want to keep that in my hand. I'll probably just use my Signet Ring to do what I want to do here. And yeah, we'll go straight up to here. Get our Dreadnought and also a technology tile. I'll spend the Solari for a folded space. Technology tile. Yeah, let's go ahead and purchase the artillery. That's nice to have. Okay. End our turn there. Okay, nobody else is left. Reveal turn. Up to 4. Could win the fight here. Only 2 intrigue, or 2 influence. And do I want an Iraqi liaison? It's nice to have the extra influence. So yeah, we'll take it. Don't want to add too many cards to the deck because then it reduces the probability that we'll draw what we need, but we're still purchasing cards here. Alright, we did take it, so we get the Mentat this turn, which is an extra agent. Alright, going after a victory point here now. And I think we're going to want to use this card second, because I need more spice to do what I want to do anyway. And it is my turn. Here's a Troop or keep it. I think I want to keep that. Let's go ahead and do we want 4 for 2 water, only 1 spice for no water. At the moment, we're going to save our water and maybe just take the 1 spice. Kind of bad value, but that's all right. Put our dreadnought in for 3 attack. Dreadnoughts are worth 3 attack, where each troop individually is only worth 2 attack, so that is great there. We don't want to use any of those yet, so we'll end our turn. All right. Ooh, the voice. They're going to block a spot from us that we can't use until their next turn. That spot is blocking the Arrakis location. That's completely fine by me. I wasn't going to go there either way. Alright, let's go ahead and go up to the Highliner, get a bunch more troops, go up on that track. Now we unlocked the interstellar shipping, which is awesome as well. Yeah, let's discard a card. Discard this card here to gain a water and a spice. Deploy some units. Do we need to? Do we want to? I think we do. Let's at least add 1 in there just for good measure. Hopefully we can pull out the win on that. And another card in water. Yeah, we'll save our spice for now on that. So end our turn. Hope you're all enjoying the video here so far as I walk through each of my turns and kind of talk out what my decisions are as I'm making them, and hopefully help you learn the game as you watch. And leave comments below if there are any moves that I'm making that you wouldn't make or do things differently. I'm always looking to get better at this game, so appreciate the tips and any help on that. Oh, up to 6, and I'm at 5, but I do have swords, 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm covered. I'm pretty well covered, but I still have 2 agents left, so I don't want to reveal quite yet. That's the problem. I do have a bunch of water. I could draw a bunch more cards, which would be nice, and spend a water to draw an additional. Yeah, let's do a power play. Let's see what happens. Draw 3 cards. 3, what did we get? Diplomacy. Oof. Not exactly what we wanted. Firm grip would be nice. Only because I can go up on another track. Yeah, let's spend the water for this. Got that. Alright, so we're losing some swords here now, which is not good. Maybe I'll just deploy 1 more troop just to be safe and confirm that. With 1 spice left, we could draw another card and take another water. Might as well use that now. And alright. Alright, end our turn there. I think what we want to do next is go to spot up here on the black faction to get us up there, and that'll allow us to spend 2 money to choose one of the other tracks to go up on, which is helpful. Probably choose purple to get a victory point for that. Okay, 7 to 6 in the conflict. hard do I want to push this? I really do want to win this conflict, though. That's the problem. But I have 3 swords on my Gunthopter, and I can deploy a troop from my garrison to the conflict, so we're covered there. Yeah, let's just do what I was planning on doing. Get 2 more Solari, so now we have enough to get a seat on the High Council, and, well, we're not going to if I do this, but we're going to choose it anyway. Go up on the purple track to get another victory point. Okay, so there we are. So that puts us up to 5 victory points. Archduke has 4 and Duke has 2, so we are now in the lead. End our turn. Okay. Reinforcements. Oof, that's not good. That is not what we wanted to happen there. Okay, so we have to take our reveal turn. 5 influence to buy something with. I really like the Truthsayer card a lot. Shadows, as long as 2 influence, you can discard a card to 2. Oh, that's really good too. And I have a total of 5, so I'll probably take Truthsayer and in the Shadows. I think that'll combo well. And end our turn there. And pass. And we'll see if Duke Leto can pull in the lead. Oh, no, we tie for first, so that means we each get the second reward, so at least he doesn't get a victory point for that. So we each get a water and a spice. Archduke gets nothing. And if the game doesn't get up to 10 victory points to trigger the end, then it ends at the end of the 10th skirmish, and right now we're on 7 out of 10, so whoever has the most points after 10 skirmishes will automatically end the game. Ooh, okay. Let's put one of our folded space in there. That is fine. And we do have the Sleeper Must Awaken as a card up our sleeve to get an extra victory point if we need to. But this skirmish is worth 2 victory points, so we really want to take advantage of that, and it looks like Duke Leto is going to be adding a bunch in there, which we don't like to see. Okay. So how do I combat that? Do I get my second dreadnought and then send more out there? But then I risk not being able to send anything, or as many as I'd like to. That's okay. Yeah, let's get our second dreadnought. We're just going to skip the seat on the High Council. A little bit too late game for that now anyway. And can't afford any of the technology tiles, so pulled off half the card at least. End our turn there. Ooh, 10 to 9. Oof. Okay. Draw a card, trash it. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. 13 now. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Go there. And deploy as many troops as we can. Both of our dreadnoughts for a total of 6. And then 2 troops. That's the maximum amount that we can contribute, because the way Dune Imperium works, if you're not familiar with it, is anytime you send an agent to a location, the amount of troops you gain from that location plus 2 is the amount you can send into the conflict. So on this spot I gained 2 troops, so 2 plus 2 is 4. I can send a total of 4 different units to the conflict, so I sent 2 dreadnoughts and 2 troops. That's the way it works. That's the most I can send, so I have to confirm that. That puts us up to 10 attack, so it's 10, 10, and 13. And I've got 1 agent left to work some magic with to try to win this conflict. 10, 11, 13 now. Okay. 3 water could draw into some swords if I take that spot to draw, which we might have to do. Or go to that location there. The Siege to Bar could add up to 3 troops for a total of 6. Folded space. I'm gonna have to use that on that, I think, to draw another card as well. I like to use cards that give me the faction symbols on a faction whenever possible, but I think this makes the most sense to draw an extra card and send it to the Siege Tabar to gain as many troops into the conflict as possible. Deploy troops, 1, 2, 3, up to 16, confirm that, and hopefully we can win the conflict with that. And I've got 1 extra sword, so that'll put me up to 17. So we're 16, 15, and 11. 17, I hope will put me over the edge to win this thing, but, oh, 18 actually, so, but possibly not. 5 influence to purchase a card. Nothing too great that I want to purchase, except for Missionaria Protectiva. If you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, you get to go up on 1 faction track. That's really good. Maybe I'll just gain that and call it a day. Yes, I do want to end my turn. I know I have more to spend. Okay, can we win it with 18? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Alright, so 2 more victory points. And I get my flag out. Oh, 2 more victory points is for first place in this next battle. I got my flag out on Carthage now. Give me a bonus when I go to that spot. And what card are we planning on playing next? Probably Diplomacy. We'll play second. Force Spice is really strong. Would not put me up to 6. Not quite enough for that. Oof, but they took it anyway. Alright, what do we want to do? Draw more cards is helpful. But then I don't get the 3 swords. Ooh, this is a tough one. Gunthopter. Shipping track would not help us out at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna have to draw more cards to see if we can draw into something good, unfortunately. Okay. That's okay. That'll put us up to 7. It's not bad. Okay, the voice is going to block a spot for us for our next turn. Let's see what spot they pick. Okay. Alright, they're blocking that, which leads me to believe that either they're going to go there or they're going to go there. So that's going to be a tough battle. Okay, would help us out on the track if we did that. Or do we just want to go all in and try to win the conflict? I'm guessing the Duke is going to go there. I don't know if we have a chance at winning this conflict, so I think I just have to do what's best for me and not worry about the other players at the moment. Go for it. There, get another victory point for that. Puts us up to 8 victory points. And then we'll spend 2 Solari to choose another faction to go up. And I think we'll race on purple to get an alliance token with purple if we can. Okay, end our turn there. There's the play. Still have another agent. Still have a fighting chance in this. Maybe not anymore. So I could add up to 4. I've already got one of this. So up to 3, 6 would put me at 13 as well. Do I give myself a fighting chance? How many swords do I have? I have 2 swords. I think the best play is to give myself a fighting chance. To do that, I have to go here to the Hardy Warriors spot. Yeah, let's give myself a chance to see what happens. Okay, so we're at the top of the front track. Nobody can steal that token from us. Deploy units. Deploy everything I've got. Let's see what happens. Oh, etched it out. But I still have my reveal turn for 2 more swords, so let's see what happens. And the current state of the victory points, I'm at 8, Duke is at 5, and the Archduke is at 5, so 8, 5, 5. Still have the lead. No more agents left, so I have to reveal my hand. And I have 4 influence to buy something with. And again, don't really want to clog my deck up too much with cards at the moment, so I think I'll pass. And see if we can win this conflict somehow. No, now we're tied. Buying a Spice Must Flow for an extra victory point. Okay. And pass. Maybe we each take second. Nope. Alright, so that was a waste of units. Waste of units. At least I got a little bit of something on it. 2 more victory points on this next one for first place, or 5 spice for second. We'll play Truthsayer as our second card. Okay, we're in a tough spot. I can either draw it or trash it. Let's draw it. Signet Ring, that opens up some options here. Spend a water, a card, and that. Take another Intrigue. Okay. I think we need another water too. Alright, spend a coin to get another folded space. Deploy units. Try to win this one if we can. I don't want to keep Duncan Idaho around for the 2 extra swords and water during the reveal step, so I want to keep him in my hand as long as I can. Try to take this victory home. Okay, they're up to 9 now. Truthsayer. Trash card, 2 more cards. Can't do that, but I would get a victory point if I went there. I can add more troops later. I say we do that. Get our victory point while we can. Get another intrigue card. Up to 9 victory points, so 9-8 to 6. Very close match here. Ooh, got an ambush card that'll come in handy, and we'll discard a card to draw a card. Let's discard Convincing Argument to draw a different card. Satellite Ban. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, end our turn there. Still have 1 more agent to use, and don't have any garrison troops to add. I wish I did. But I could use that to add more troops from there. Yeah, we definitely need to win this one, so I need to go for it. Alright, so let's go for it. Go there. Units, confirm that, and discard a card for a spice and a water. I think I will. Alright. Okay, end our turn there. And after they play their agents, we're going to be going to the reveal turn with 2 additional swords, and then I have an ambush card for 4, so a total of 6. Put us up to 12. We'll see what they do with their combat here. And 2 influence to buy something with. I think I'll pass again. And use our ambush card if we need to, if it comes to that. Which it looks like we'll for sure need to. Just don't know if 13 is going to be enough to win it. But I hope it is. Real, if you had a council of 4. Oh, 13. Oh, so now we're going to be at least tying at a minimum. Alright, so we do have to play an ambush to at least tie so they don't get 2 extra victory points. And pass. Okay, so it looks like we tied for second. At least they're not getting victory points out of it. So we each get 5 spice. Archduke gets nothing. It's better than the Duke getting victory points. Ooh, and this one could be worth up to 3 victory points if you take first if you spend Solarian spice, or second place is a victory point. And this is the last skirmish of the match. Skirmish 10 out of 10. What card do we think we're going to play second? Satellite band, probably. 3 water. I'll do something crazy with. Faction track. Okay, we need to try to win this one as well. Draw 3 more cards would be a good play. Discard a card to go up on one. Go ahead and discard Reconnaissance. And we're going to go up on the black track to try to race to that token up top. Okay. And deploy units. Yes, please. And end our turn there for now. Ooh, going to that Highliner spot again, which is very powerful in combat. What are we dealing with? 650. I think we just put this one away and try to put as many troops into the conflict as possible. Okay. Or get a victory point through that. Or we could try to win it with what we have. And just take second. And ensure we get a victory point on the black track. I think, let's try that. Okay, so that puts us up to 10. That definitely triggers the end of the game, even though it's skirmish 10 out of 10 anyway. And rapid mobilization. Let's play that so we can send our troops into the conflict and confirm. And then, yeah, we'll play the Sleeper Awakens to get another victory point, put us up to 11, end our turn there. Hopefully that seals the deal. We'll see what happens. Have one more agent left to use as well. Troops in the conflict for good measure. Confirm that. Discard a card. Might as well. End our turn. Let's see if we can win the conflict with 14. 14 power. 14-5-5. So far we're winning it handily. And we've got 11 victory points to the Archduke's 8 and Duke Leto's 7. Let's see if it'll be enough to win the game here. 15 pulled ahead. The Duke can get 3, that put him at 11. Okay, but if I could take second, I still get a victory point and put me at 12. Let's see if we can pull this one out. It's going to be close still. Alright, no more agents, so I have to reveal. Ooh, 18, yeah, I forgot about the swords in my hand. No need to buy any additional cards. And see how the conflict goes. Ooh, war chest, that's going to put him ahead, but it's still going to give me second for a victory point. And he's got enough to get 2 victory points out of it, but not all 3, so that'll put him up to 10 and myself up to 12. And that should seal the deal, folks. Yep. Okay. 10 to 12. Oh, okay, only 10. All right. And there you have it. Victory for my first time streaming Dune Imperium with the Rise of Ix expansion. For you all, got a victory, first place, not too bad. 12 victory points, Duke Leto with 10, and Archduke Armand Akaz with 8. So 12, 10, 8, not too bad. I knew it would take more than 10 to pull out the victory here, so I'm just glad I got to that. And yeah, that was just against 2 medium difficulty AI bots. But stay tuned for future videos when I battle with real people online to see how I fare against those real humans the next time. So stay tuned for that. And like the video if you like what you see. Leave comments below with some of the moves that you would have done differently or some tips or tricks that you have for me so I can continue to get better at the game. And yeah, if this video gets enough views or enough likes, enough comments, enough traction on it, then I'll definitely do more streaming videos like this in the future. So hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, you all have a great day and have fun gaming.